Sophie Cunningham is everywhere, going crazy in the new Damian Lillard Adidas commercial. I see her with the sneakers everywhere. I see Sophie Cunningham.
Sophie Cunningham just did what absolutely shook the entire WNBA. Yes, I am talking about her new Adidas commercial. A deal so big, insiders are calling it the Adidas coup of the year. And suddenly, everyone in the WNBA is sweating bullets. Because what Sophie Cunningham demanded to be an Indiana Fever is not less than a firecracker. And it seems Sophie has slipped out of Stephanie White's hands, and now she is desperate to get her back to Indy at any cost.
By the Indiana Fever to let her go, for Amber Cox to let her go, for Stephanie White to let her go?
But before we let you know what Sophie's demand is, do you think Indiana Fever will offer a max contract to Sophie to keep her in the team? But how did we get here? Why is the WNBA quietly panicking behind the scenes? And why might Indiana Fever let their future GOAT walk away? Let's break it down. Sophie Cunningham isn't an ordinary player in the WNBA. She proved it by winning hearts of the fans. Not because she had the crown to be Caitlin Clark's enforcer, but she has her own charisma in basketball.
We also talked about the fact that this woman right here was the third most searched for WNBA player on Google during the season. So, what does that tell you, folks? Sophie has built a huge fan base. Now, part of that's being in Indiana because you're watched by, what? The most amount of people.
So she isn't just a basketball player, she is WNBA's future, and she knows it. Sophie Cunningham has been Caitlin Clark's true supporter this season. Fearless, fiery, and the heartbeat of the Indiana Fever's defense. Fans have loved her energy, her grit, and that fierce chemistry she shares with Clark on the court.
She, again, is the only actual player in 2024 or 2025 that when Caitlin Clark was getting the crap kicked out of her, physically tried to defend her. Not Aaliyah Boston, not Kelsey Mitchell, not Lexi Hull, not anybody. That blonde right there is the only one that said, let me get in there and show them what's up, literally.
But just when everyone thought she was locked in for the long haul, Sophie dropped a total bombshell in her latest interview. She openly admitted that she'd play for any team willing to give her a better contract.
But I do think I did buy all of it, and I love it. And I think the next team I play for, I want a bigger contract, so then I can buy a house and be homey and cozy.
The statement sent shockwaves through the WNBA world. Is she hinting at leaving Indiana, or just keeping her options open as her value skyrockets? One thing's for sure, Sophie knows her worth, and she's not afraid to make the league pay attention. But let's be honest here, her demand isn't bizarre at all. She deserves it. But the sad part? Indiana Fever couldn't give much as she deserved, and her 2025 season just ended abruptly after a knee injury. And then there's Adidas.
All new X colorways from Adidas and Damian Lillard.
Consider yourself alternative, then you'll love Bucks Alternative. Go even further in the Bucks away, or cause a shock with electric pink.
Where's electric pink?
Sophie Cunningham?
I'm busy.
Wow! Thank you.
Adidas just made one of its smartest moves yet, signing Sophie Cunningham right at the peak of her stardom. After her breakout performances and skyrocketing popularity, Adidas wasted no time cashing in on her rise. And Sophie? She didn't just take the deal, she owned it. Her new Adidas commercial is pure fire. Confidence, power, and attitude all wrapped into one. You can feel the energy, the message, the moment. It's not just a brand partnership. It's a statement that Sophie Cunningham has officially arrived, and fans are literally losing it. They can't stop talking about her bold pink Adidas sneakers. The moment she dropped the look, social media lit up. Fans called it spicy, fearless, and so Sophie. Even her teammates couldn't help but hype her up, with Lexi Hull praising her for absolutely owning the shoot. The bright pink kicks didn't just add flair, they became a symbol of Sophie's rising power, confidence, and new partnership with Adidas. Sure, a few people said the color was a little too loud, but that's exactly what makes it unforgettable. These sneakers aren't just shoes. They're a statement that Sophie Cunningham has arrived, and she's doing it in pink fire. Here's what their reactions were. And while there's no official word of Sophie Cunningham leaving Indiana Fever just yet, rumors are heating up after her bold comment in her recent podcast.
So, but I do think I did buy all of it, and I love it. And I think the next team I play for, I want a bigger contract, so then I can buy a house and be homey and cozy.
And that's where it gets deeper than just sneakers and max contracts. And it is players' safety. Because if there is bias and injustice in how players are being treated in WNBA, whether it's race, gender, or market politics, then that's not just a minor mistake, that's a systemic failure. It's 2025. Athletes aren't just athletes. They're brands, role models, and walking economies. If you've got someone like Caitlin Clark breaking records, or Sophie Cunningham making a fan base, and literally dragging a league into the spotlight, and you still fumble the rollout, then the question becomes, who are you actually building for? Because whether it's Caitlin, Sophie, Lexi Hull, or any other star in the W, one thing should be obvious by now. These women aren't side quests, they are the main event. And if WNBA can't figure that out, it will soon become irrelevant. And trust me, if you care about the future of women's basketball, you're going to want to stick around. Hit that subscribe button for everything, WNBA, from player power moves to league-shifting moments you won't see anywhere else.